IPL 2026 is on the cards and Royal Challengers Bengaluru, Virat Kohli's very own team and the defending champions would want to retain that title. And with the IPL auction coming up, the players that they would be really eyeing to get into their side, we're going to talk about them in this video. Very warm welcome to all the viewers. You're watching NewsX. I'm Ankush Kaushik and with me we have
Kashish Dhawan.
And Kashish, the more important factor is that RCB is a complete team in itself.
Yeah.
But they would eye certain players that are young talents and they're talents that might be unused by other franchises so that they could groom it and RCB become a team even very good in the future.
Definitely.
Because 2 to 3 years down the lane, maybe if Virat Kohli decides to go out of the team to quit IPL, then they need to have that bigger faces, those smart faces. Rajat Patidar is one of them, but they will want to add to the list. And first of all, let's talk about the player that they will be going. This player was once compared to Sachin Tendulkar and Vinod Kamli. This player was once the future superstar of Indian cricket. He was an under-19 winning captain, but like quite a few other under-19 winning captains, his career also faded away. We are talking about none other than
Prithvi Shaw.
Yes, so why do you think Kashish Prithvi Shaw should be coming to the RCB team after having very, very bad seasons? Why do you think RCB might pick him?
See, when you talk, you have already mentioned that we can see a sooner or later retirement from Virat Kohli, and we have to have a top order batsman.
Absolutely.
And Prithvi Shaw, he is a good hitter. Okay,
he starts off well.
He starts off really well. You cannot, even though his performance previously hasn't said that, but Prithvi Shaw, when he gains his consistency, when he gains that momentum, he can perform. So RCB right now, they have a 16.4 crore purse.
Yes.
And I think
they do not have a lot of money.
Yeah, they do not have a lot of money. I think they can get Prithvi Shaw in a lesser amount.
Yes,
and have that upper like the top order and the middle order balance.
Absolutely.
It's like have him like an extra player.
Yes. Have him as an extra player. And even the Bengaluru wicket, even though the IPL might not happen in Bengaluru for Royal Challengers Bangalore, but for the future seasons also, the Bengaluru wicket has always supported batsmen. And with Prithvi Shaw, I think RCB doesn't need Prithvi Shaw as much as Prithvi Shaw needs RCB.
Of course.
Because in the RCB atmosphere, Prithvi Shaw can be nurtured and he can be given those chances that were denied to him in the previous season. Well, Delhi Capitals did invest in him and he was also one of the retentions back in the days. But Prithvi Shaw's performance consistently declined and he was also, no team showed any interest of getting him, and that's why Royal Challengers Bangalore might get him for a very, very fair price.
Yeah, very nominal price.
Very nominal price. And the last auction was a mega auction.
Yeah.
Teams had bigger purses, lots of options, and you had to build a team.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a mini auction. You need to find those players in good budgets and fit them accordingly. It's a one-day auction only. So that's where Prithvi Shaw might get a chance for RCB. Now let's talk about player number 2.
So the player number 2 is young pacer for India, Simarjeet Singh.
Absolutely. Simarjeet Singh might be a good choice for Royal Challengers Bengaluru. They have invested in Indian fast bowlers and they have given them results. For example, they invested in Yash Dayal and Yash Dayal actually performed well.
Exactly. He did give them performance. He did perform really well for the team. But now the team has to have another pacer as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because with fast bowlers, the format is very long. You play 14 games. You play so many games consistently. Then you again have the qualifiers. So you actually want someone who can be a good fast bowler. And on the lines of Arshdeep Singh, Punjab is producing very, very talented fast bowlers. So I think Royal Challengers Bengaluru would like to invest in young fast bowlers.
Definitely. I think the way he swings his ball and despite giving an amazing, splendid performance for SRH, he got released. But I think RCB can take a chance with Simarjeet Singh.
Absolutely. They might take a chance. Now let's talk about the player number 3.
Player number 3 is an overseas player, and this player has already played with the franchise previously, and his name is Wanindu Hasaranga.
Absolutely. They would want Wanindu Hasaranga because a leg spinner comes in very handy.
Yeah.
And now since they won't be playing in Bengaluru, there are speculations that they might be playing in Pune as their home ground. there Wanindu Hasaranga could actually add a lot of value. A leg spinner coming from Sri Lanka and having those kind of variations, and the people will not be going with big amount of money after him, because majority of the teams have their leg spinners and their spin department settled in. Whereas Royal Challengers Bengaluru did have a pretty decent spin department with Krunal Pandya, but with Krunal Pandya and Wanindu Hasaranga in the same side, I think their spin attack can be really, really dangerous.
Definitely. And also there is another side of it. He's an all-rounder, right?
Yeah.
So that adds
very
on.
Little runs with the bat as well.
So that can still add to the performance, to the batting of RCB. So there is, of course, the RCB batsmen are set, but they can of course have an upper hand on other teams.
On other teams, yes, Wanindu Hasaranga might give you some good handy runs down the bat, but majorly he will be picked up for his leg spin and the variation that he brings into the game. Now, what about player number 4?
So player number 4 is Salman Nizar.
Salman Nizar, okay, that's an interesting. What does he do?
So Salman Nizar, he has previously played for the Kerala team, and he has the capability of hitting big sixes.
Okay, so he's a batsman, and yes, he's a young talented batsman making a lot of noise in the domestic cricket. And Royal Challengers Bangalore genuinely would want to nurture that talent.
Definitely.
Even if he gets into the squad and doesn't get to play more matches than a couple of games, but still, when such players come into your squad, they come into your franchise, and these young players, they make you promise for the future. So this is a big name that is circling around the domestic circuit, performing very well for Kerala. So he might come again and score big runs and get an opportunity.
Definitely. So when I talk about Salman, he is one of those players that can be a budget-friendly finisher.
Absolutely.
For RCB.
For RCB. Yes, budget-friendly finisher, and also maybe they will be wanting to look at the future perspective also.
Definitely.
And exactly what RCB needs is, they need one hitter, one fast bowler and one spinner. They just need 3 players. The rest, their squad is absolutely shocking, absolutely lovely. And they need these bits and pieces. That's why these other teams, they were a very settled team. That's why they went on to lift the trophy last season. But these small enhancements and young talents addition will actually help them a lot. Now let's talk about number 5.
So the last player that RCB might go for is Anrich Nortje.
Anrich Nortje, absolutely. They might go for Anrich Nortje. Exactly the reason why I was saying was they needed a very overseas fast bowler.
Yeah, exactly. They need an overseas pacer, and that's when Anrich can come really handy for RCB.
Really, really handy. He is very quick, bowls 145 kilometers per hour. He was a part of Delhi Capitals, one of the very, very good fast bowlers. But yes, Anrich Nortje has that kind of pace, and Royal Challengers Bengaluru need these kind of bowlers. They need an overseas fast bowler to lead their pace attack, and that was something that was missing last season. Last season, their Indian fast bowlers did perform really well, but there was no so-called big name, and Anrich Nortje might be that big name. So even if you add Wanindu Hasaranga and Anrich Nortje to your squad, I feel they will be a very solid bowling unit, and they might be top contenders to win the IPL once again.
Definitely. So they can improve their chances to, like you said, they can add on to their chances to win the World Cup with the pacer like Anrich Nortje and Wanindu Hasaranga.
Absolutely. With pacers like Nortje and Wanindu Hasaranga, 3 young Indian talent they would like to go after. I'm very excited to see if they go for Prithvi Shaw or not. But what you have to do is, for all the latest IPL updates, you have to stay tuned with NewsX.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.